All right, everyone, welcome back for the episode of Carnivore Trades. Today is Wednesday, December 11th, 2024. If you're not done so already, please give the video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Anyways, let's get into it today here. So we'll go over the day here, a pretty eventful session, and I'll cover a couple of trades as well that we took, some of the things that we were talking about earlier this week. First of all, we had obviously CPI this morning, and it came in right in line. Not any surprises there, and that's why we're rallying. If you'll recall, yesterday, I didn't think we were gonna, I didn't think there would be that much event volatility. I thought it was going to be kind of a, I don't want to say a nothing burger, but I didn't think, to be honest, there would be that many hedges to get closed out. But a lot of event volatility apparently, and we have a gap and go on our hands here. So very good rally here. That was led higher by the NASDAQ. And again, dispersion remains out there. Look at the Dow down 13 basis points. The Russell actually almost went red at one point as well, with the NASDAQ just having a straight up trend day. And pretty amazing move here. I did not think we were going to have this quickly. Looking back on yesterday, I talked to you guys about that 600 handle on SPY, thinking that we would have to maybe hit that. We also talked about the 520 level on the Qs. I think that was what the market was keying off of. So we definitely hit that, and I'd be willing to bet there's some short puts that got assigned there on the Qs. So usually you get that market to kind of key off the SPY. Looks like yesterday I wanted to key off the Qs. There's a couple of things to get into. We had a few trades here. I did close out my last short runners yesterday before the close and right before CPI this morning. I also took a scalp attempt on the ES this morning. That got run over on the sell side, so that did not work there. But again, not going to win every trade, and it had a really nice run as of late. Plus, other trade we took today was on Apple. I've been teasing this one on the channel here, and suffice to say, there's a big concrete wall that dealers have built at the 250 handle. So I've been kind of teasing that, and we essentially got the highs of the day here. So that has nicely made up for it, and nicely in the money there. Nice tail candle also on the daily there of Apple. A couple of things here. This is funny because I've been very adamant, being very clear about saying, like, don't get too bearish here. It's December, but there's a few like tail things here, right? One of them being VVIX right now. So that's up each of the last 4 days and up almost 5% here today, and it's pretty much going straight up all day long. We also have, some of the vol products coming well off the lows here, and not that far off of the flat side right now as the market continues to punch up. Additionally, there still really hasn't been any change in dealer positioning from what I can see. There's still long vol and short stock right now into next week. So maybe there's a bit of a rug pull here, maybe not. I know it's December. I know there's not a lot of volume. And again, I'm not saying that I would even be bearish. This would just be a dip buy. It would be a shakeout. But I'm seeing the euphoria out there. By the way, hey guys, have you heard Tesla 420, Tesla 420? It's up 69%. It's up, like this just giddiness here. It's getting a little crazy, and bears completely wiped out. Nobody's got any sort of appetite to even question the rally right now. Just seeing maybe a little bit of a rug pull risk. Additionally, a lot of things hit numbers. One of them being Apple today. No dealers are at 250. Amazon, dealers are at 230. Tesla, dealers are at 420. Microsoft, dealers at 450. These numbers are hitting, and dark pool is lighting up, and I'm sure assignments are going to light up after the bell too. So we'll see. I think best case scenario for bulls here, you kind of just grind sideways as premiums kind of get burned out over the next week or so, and then you can just continue higher after that. Worst case, you get some sort of rug pull and we, shoot down to those lower levels that we talked about earlier. We got PPI tomorrow, we got jobless claims. It's not out of the question. Additionally, I just want to show you here too, I mean, not that anybody cares, not that the market has cared for a while, but look at yields here. We had a good auction today and came right back. And this has been pumping really all afternoon. So 10-year coming back. I don't know. CPI was in line. Maybe PPI is out of line. Just thoughts here. I'm not saying you should go short. I'm not saying that I'm really even that bearish, but you know, maybe there's a little bit of a tail for volatility where we could get a pop. That's it. That's all. That's all I want to say. So anyways, guys, so 6,100, probably about max-ish move right now. Maybe we could get a little bit above that, but I don't think it would follow through here. QQQ, if we get through 530, which I don't really think happens, 535 is your next area. So good move there. And by the way, the level I talked about before the close yesterday was that, you know, on the S&P, 60.50 to 60.55. So I know some of you guys had feedback before on the like impulsive move video that I did a while back. This kind of fits the bill. I didn't think it was this morning until we opened, but I said, look, 60.50, 60.55, we get above that, you know, then bulls are back in control, and we gapped above it. All right, so that's your sign there. But those are the levels. IWM, I think, is interesting. I think this actually, I still think this gets to 250. So perhaps if the Qs do stall out here and Mag 7 stalls out like dealer positioning suggests, maybe this gets back up. And I was really kind of hoping for this to get to 235 yesterday. Just didn't quite get there, so that I could buy. But you could make a case pretty well. Actually, we can look at the RTY. Yeah, there you go. We got a little kind of flaggish look there. Start to push through that. I think this inches its way up towards 250 by year end. Again, Dow backing off, not that big of a deal. SMH up 2.7. I want to clean this up a little bit here. And sometimes you go to the 2-day time frame. Just kind of makes it a little less messy. But, you know, you could say, maybe this is a little bit of a stretch, but you could say here, you got kind of a flag going on here. I've talked about semi kind of rotation, right? We do have Broadcom earnings coming up tomorrow after the bell. If they beat and they make new all-time highs, SMH is going to break out. It's trying to break out right now. So that's the positive, obviously, for bulls if that happens. IGV at 1.75, no damage above all the moving averages. Dow Transport's a little bit weak here. Really, a lot of the sectors in the market were weak today. Healthcare, you know, biotech, XLI. Really a Mag 7 type of day. Interest rates we talked about. I don't think this is going to change unless something crazy happens. I don't think the Fed cut is going to change unless 2-year really spikes here. But it is above 4.1. And, you know, 10-year getting back above, you know, 4.35. I think that's where you can start to see things get affected. But right now, the market has not cared about yields. We'll see if it does. I mean, eventually it will, of course, but not right now. XHB down 7 cents. Let's not make a ton out of that. VNQ continues to be weak. So this is not good here. You got to break out of the flag, and you're not able to hold it right now. So we need to see this bounce by the end of the week. Otherwise, we could be looking at that 200 moving average again on the weekly. XLF fractionally higher here. You know, no problems, just a little high on the hog. Why did I go to XOP? ARE, again, bouncing today as well with the Russell. ABE and broker dealers also bidding back up. Oil, nice bid, higher highs. Again, I'm looking for a pivot in, you know, early to mid-December. This might be it. I was kind of hoping we get some type of a slice move to stop out shorts, but not really getting that. Let me just pull something up too. My friend Josh Young, net position in oil, at least in Brent and WTI, all-time low, well, going back to 2015. I was really kind of hoping we would get some type of a spike down, really get people, you know, a macro event, macro trigger, and that's where I would look to long it. But we'll see what it does here. Up 2.5 though, with yields up too. XLE, we'll see if I can carve out a pivot. Let's put a fib up there. I know this is clean chart. 50% fib. Maybe we could go to the 618. Let's just drag this over here too, because I know we're probably getting, there's the 786 and the 618. So maybe this bounces here, 90 bucks. Has room for higher lows. I love this on the bigger time frames, as you guys know. I think energy is going to be a big play in Q1. CCJ bouncing where it should. URNM is trying to carve out a pivot, nothing yet. Same thing with NJ, but NJ actually looks a little bit better than NM right now. Nat gas up 6%. Still got a lot of work to do. I just don't love the seasonality for this. I'm just kind of avoided it. And then dollar here, that's a confirmed break of the falling wedge. 105.50, we talked about that getting hit about 4 days in a row. Break back above 107 and starts to get interesting here. But then the dollar can flag up here in base. If that happens, it might be suggesting inflation's coming back, but don't tell Nick Tiramos or Jerome Powell. Gold up 1.3, higher high. So again, tightening range, been saying it over and over. And I think this goes to 3K in Q1. So maybe not right away in a straight line, but should work its way up there. Silver up 15 basis points, made a higher high. I still think this can get to 33.50 in the near term. And then we got platinum, basically flat to positive. Palladium was up a little bit more. That can try now to make a higher low here if we can get back above 1050. And then the structure greatly improves. Copper flat to lower. Again, went to our 430 area and it backed off there. Bears are in control here though. So onus is on the bulls to push us through here and not let this become another lower high. What happened? I thought Bitcoin was crashing. I thought it was all risk off. Back above 100,000. Higher lows over and over and over. Ethereum right back off of the 20 moving average. Retesting support. All these alts are bouncing. Solana looking pretty good here. Flag pattern there. So no problems here with crypto. Just needs to do a little more basing, I think. So let's take a look here. So Spider's backing off just a little bit by the end of the day here. Again, I think we hit numbers on a lot of things. I'll be definitely watching the flows after the bell here to see if we got some assignments going on. If that happens, don't be surprised if they try to shake people out here. I know it was a good trend day, but we didn't build any support on the way up here. So again, a little bit of tail risk. And when I say tail risk, I mean like in the immediate short term. I'm not talking about like a big Volmageddon like type thing here. And if it does happen, it's a dip buy. But that's just what I see right here. So we'll see what we get tomorrow. PPI, jobless claims, and we'll get into then. And I'll be sure to get you out the information. Anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com. See you guys all tomorrow.